weekly Ninja Action Tip. In my career in real estate, I've always been curious as to what is the best way to connect with customers. In 2002, 23 years ago, I wrote the first draft of a book called Great Salespeople Don't Sell, They Ask. That was 8 years before I even met Larry Kendall or was introduced to the Ninja Selling System. When I dove into the system in 2009, one of the biggest reasons I was so captivated was that it was not a system built around old school selling. We don't prospect, we don't overcome objections, we don't close people. Then, in my first installation, when I was introduced to the buyer and seller processes, I just fell in love with them because they were a series of beautiful questions designed to connect with our customers' needs, wants, fears. And after teaching now Ninja full-time for 8 years, that was 2 years ago, I picked up where I left on writing a book on questions. And last June, I published, as you probably know, Why Bother Asking? Unexpected Keys to the Kingdom of Connection. It's great for sales, but the intention was not that it was a sales book. It is a book designed to help all of us create connection and deeper relationships. As you know, our business is built on relationships, and our lives are built on relationships. Every day in conversations, I believe we miss easy opportunities to deepen and strengthen relationships by we inadvertently pass by golden moments that subtly present themselves in our interactions. People will share their feelings or reactions in a broad sense, usually not going deeper unless we take the initiative. If we can learn to hear those moments and invite them to take one step closer, the quality of the conversations will increase dramatically, exponentially. One of our favorite rules, if you remember, is that your next question is embedded in their last answer. I want to share a couple of easy examples. For example, we might ask, hey, how was your ski trip last month? And they might answer, great, we had so much fun. At that point, we could answer, I'll bet it was, it sounded wonderful. And then on to the next question. Opportunity missed. Instead, what if we then asked, tell me what one or two of the most favorite fun things you did while you were there. In other words, go a little deeper and ask them to share. Or for example, if someone were to say to you, imagine this, how's the market? We could jump in and offer an opinion, or instead, we could ask the Ninja question. You know, we talk about that all the time in the industry, but I'd be curious, what have you heard? Which then opens up an opportunity to share with you what they're thinking, what they're feeling. This week, as your action tip, pay attention to opportunities that happen in all of your conversations, whether with partners, spouses, kids, parents, customers, and then use the tell me more about that invitation. It just might open up some really lovely connections and deepen some relationships. Have a great connecting week. See you next week.